Barely mobile and glitchier than a bad Zoom call. But iconic? Absolutely. T-Rex was moving better, but still looked like a confused iguana with rage issues. Iconic dinosaur versus ape battle. Accuracy? Nah, drama maximum. In 1940, Disney's Fantasia featured the T-Rex in Rite of Spring, a brutal fight with a Stegosaurus. The T-Rex has seen better days, but hey, it was the 50s. In early versions of The Lost World, the T-Rex was a real baby lizard with horns glued on. Terrifying and adorable, bless his janky animation and zero-budget roars. The T-Rex in The Last DInosaur feels more like a classic movie monster, closer to Godzilla than to a real animal. In 1984, Transformers introduced Grimlock, the powerful, impulsive Dinobot leader. In 1987, Dinosaucers arrived, with Genghis Rex, the hilarious villain battling spacefaring dinosaurs. The Land Before Time franchise gave us two unforgettable tyrants, the terrifying Sharptooth and the adorable Baby Chomper. In 1988, Dino Riders turned the T-Rex into a full-on war machine, loaded with armor, lasers, and mind control. Here, the T-Rex is called Tyrannosaurus and serves as the main villain in this classic Hanna-Barbera animated series. In 1991, the sitcom Dinosaurs gave us a very different T-Rex, Roy Hess, clumsy, lovable, and a sharp satire of modern life. The friendly Tyrannosaur who lives rent-free in our minds, Barney. Every kid's friend, ABCs and 1-2-3s. One of the first T-Rexes in gaming, wild, fast, and unstoppable. A true arcade beast. That same year, The Adventures of T-Rex came out, featuring 5 dinosaur brothers fighting crime in armored suits. As the world prepared for Jurassic Park, 1993's We're Back introduced Rex, a kind-hearted T-Rex brought to life by science. For many players, this was the first realistic T-Rex they ever saw, bursting through walls, chasing you down. Prehysteria really went all in, naming its tiny T-Rex after the king himself, Elvis. Rexy redefined our collective imagination, that raw, cinematic perfection. Here, the T-Rex becomes a war god, Sauron, a brutal cannibal monster with fatalities. Another T-Rex named Rex arrived in 1995 with Toy Story, anxious and lovable. Deep in the Lost Valley, Lara Croft confronts a colossal T-Rex, one of the most iconic bosses in gaming history. In 1996, Beast Wars Transformers revived the classic Megatron, turning him into a tyrant lizard king. Protecting their infant junior, the T-Rex couple Buck and Doe hunts in fury, terrorizing both island and city in the Lost World. In 1997, Extreme Dinosaurs kept the trend of buff warrior dinos alive. Featuring T-Bone, here the T-Rex is the ultimate target, a killing machine driven by pure aggression. A huge, hyper-aggressive T-Rex and the game's real villain. There are lots of T-Rex tributes in the game, but only one really earns the title Tyrannosaurus. 1999, the T-Rex roars to life in Walking with Dinosaurs. Muscular and scientific, it rules the screen. 2001, the T-Rex returns in Jurassic Park 3, sleek and ferocious, but overshadowed by the Spinosaurus. Still 2001, the T-Rex stalks the plains in When Dinosaurs Roamed America, fierce and grounded in science. A documentary exploring the life of Tyrannosaurus Rex as a species, guided by Jack Horner, the scientist who advised on Jurassic Park. In this game, the T-Rex isn't just dangerous, it's an attention magnet. In 2002, Dinotopia mixed humans and dinosaurs living in harmony, except for the T-Rex and other carnivores. 2003, the T-Rex is raw and brutal in Dinosaur Planet, its battles framed as cinematic drama. 2005, the Vastatosaurus Rex charges into King Kong, a savage design and one of cinema's most brutal battles. One of the most beloved T-Rex versions in modern cinema. Roblox has many T-Rexes, but the most iconic is the one from Primal Pursuit. 2006, the T-Rex thunders into Prehistoric Park, a primal giant. In 2007, Meet the Robinsons gave us an unforgettable comedic moment. The T-Rex who couldn't catch a kid because he had a big head and little arms. That same year, the series Primeval brought the T-Rex to live-action television, blending science fiction and survival with thrilling CGI. This time, we get a T-Rex-inspired boss, mechanical, sleek, and incredibly fast. 2007, the T-Rex stomps into Dinosaur King, flashy and stylized, a creature of power cards. In this animated series, the T-Rex becomes Ralph Maxwell's superhero form. Blending science and spectacle, this documentary series dramatizes prehistoric battles. Throughout the Turok saga, T-Rexes are bigger, faster, and mutated. 2009, the T-Rex storms into Land of the Lost, comedic yet menacing. 2009, the T-Rex takes a playful turn in Dinosaur Train, bright and friendly, reimagined for kids' adventure. And we can't leave the world of Dinosaur Train without mentioning Buddy, the charming and loyal companion who's with us throughout the series. A blockbuster-style documentary that reimagines the T-Rex as a realistic monster. The T-Rex returns as a vivid, stylized fossil, powerful, colorful. In 2009, Ice Age, Dawn of the Dinosaurs introduced Mama Rex, a fierce, protective mother. And here comes 2011, when the amazing world of Gumball gave us Tina Rex, a teenage T-Rex. Through mods like fossils and archaeology, the T-Rex enters the blocky world. A fast-paced multiplayer game where the T-Rex is an absolute force, relentlessly overwhelming everything in competitive combat. In 2012, Speckles the Tarbosaurus, also known as the Dino King, introduced One Eye, a terrifying antagonist with a chilling design. The Pokemon universe arrives in 1998, but around 2013 Tyrantrum appears. The world's most famous T-Rex, the one that appears when your Wi-Fi dies. Several T-Rexes and other dinosaurs appear in this educational and entertaining game, and players love the jump scares it delivers. In this hunting shooter, the T-Rex stands as the ultimate prey, carefully designed to push the player's skill and strategy to the limit. In this absurd, comedy-driven game, the T-Rex appears thanks to a weird, unlockable mutation that makes no sense at all. In this version, Grimlock is transformed into a massive robotic knight, with traits far closer to a dragon than a dinosaur. This is a serious, survival-focused take. The T-Rex is a patient, powerful predator shaped by its environment. Grimlock has appeared in many forms across Transformers, and his robots in disguise design is one of the most loved by fans. 2015, battle-scarred and iconic in Jurassic World. The park's living legend is back. The T-Rex rides the plains in The Good Dinosaur, stylized and heroic, a cowboy guardian of the wild. Cute, funny, and totally cartoonish, the Lego T-Rex quickly became one of the most loved versions ever and a huge toy success. Here, the T-Rex is the true king. You can ride it, tame it, and fear it. A cute, kid-friendly T-Rex designed to teach children about growing, living, and caring in a safe, colorful world they can explore. One of the strangest things in the Mario universe appears in Super Mario Odyssey, a realistic T-Rex with Mario's hat and mustache. In 2018, the T-Rex appeared only briefly in Fallen Kingdom, but crashed in at key moments of fire and fury. In 2019, Primal gave us a powerful twist, a T-Rex allied with a caveman. In this same show, we meet the Alpha, an imposing T-Rex and rival to the protagonist. Another T-Rex from Primal, Red. Fun fact, his roars were voiced by Frank Welker, the legendary actor behind many of the T-Rex sounds on this list. In this bizarre Dinosaur Meets Kung Fu series, we meet Kane, a T-Rex whose team is made up of the same species from extreme dinosaurs. Here, the T-Rex belongs to a playful, exaggerated world where scale and style are deliberately shaped to serve humor and fantasy. Inspired by Horizon Zero Dawn, this mechanical T-Rex is a brutal boss. In 2020, Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous brought back the Queen Rexy. The T-Rex is one of the largest carnivore fighters in the game, matched only by Spinosaurus and Tyrannotitan. A cartoonish, colorful, and exaggerated T-Rex that looks straight out of a children's show. The ultimate T-Rex experience for Jurassic fans, featuring Rexy, Buck, Doe, and more, each with a unique design and personality. A mutated, gigantic T-Rex wrapped in heavy armor-like plates built for war against humans. In 2022, I Am T-Rex introduced a more mystical and heroic vision of the ultimate predator. A scientifically accurate, hyper-detailed T-Rex brought to life with completely natural movement. 2022, scarred and enduring in Dominion, and clashing with Giganotosaurus in a battle of giants. 2022, scientifically accurate in Prehistoric Planet, a family hunter brought to life with stunning realism. 2023, the T-Rex strikes in 65, dark, monstrous. The T-Rex appears with stunning realism in Life on Our Planet, a true king of prehistory. In 2023, Marvel introduced Devil Dinosaur, a red T-Rex fighting alongside Moon Girl. Although he appeared in the comics, Spider-Rex isn't actually a T-Rex. He's a pteranodon bitten by a mutant T-Rex. The T-Rex becomes prey in the Meg 2, The Trench, devoured in a brutal opening shot. 2024, a new animated chapter in Chaos Theory, fierce and untamed, driving the next Jurassic story. Recreated in detail, it takes center stage in T-Rex, a portrait of power and prehistoric life. 2025, ferocious and untamed into primitive war. Here, the T-Rex appears as a playable character or obstacle, more charisma than realism. 2025, the T-Rex bursts from the river in Jurassic World Rebirth, turning a classic raft moment into pure adrenaline. 2025, the T-Rex lurks behind scientific storytelling in the new Walking with Dinosaurs, once again challenging fan expectation. And finally, we reached the 2026 T-Rex, the greatest of all tyrants. A documentary using cutting-edge CGI to reimagine the king, proving his reign never truly ends. Roarers, did we miss any T-Rex versions? Let us know in the comments.